Today on the show, Court and I are going to be breaking down the games that are coming out to Xbox Game Pass this holiday season 2021. The ones that we're very excited about, we're going to talk about them, break it down on the show today. That episode for all of you is right now. All right, Court, first thing on the show, let's talk about, obviously, the holiday 2021 games that are coming to Game Pass. And the first one that is on the list that we are looking forward to, that's already out, is going to be Sable. Court, talk to us a little bit about Sable.
Yeah, Sable comes out today. I literally just went on my Xbox app and downloaded it to my console. Sable is an open world exploration video game in which the player, as a young girl, Sable, searches for the fitting rite of passage mask such that she can return home to her nomadic clan. The game has no combat or set storyline. It emphasizes simple puzzle solving, discovery, traversing, sand dunes, and ruins. The art direction on this game looks immaculate. It looks a lot like Breath of the Wild. It kind of looks like a comic. And I do love the fact that there is no combat. After playing a game like Artful Escape, that is a no combat, just let the story be what it is, I'm thoroughly excited to hop into this game.
It's nice when they do change it up. I mean, but I like when we have a little bit of variety for some of our games where I don't feel like, I'm going through and having to do even puzzle games where there is usually elements of combat. I like when they do change it up where it's like a journey or flower and you are trying to experience this. And I would only bet, because I just downloaded it now too, I'm only betting that the music is very much part of this entire game and helping to tell that story too. I'm excited.
So the next entry we have is kind of a small indie title called Back 4 Blood. It's the spiritual sequel to Left 4 Dead, just without the involvement of Valve. It's another 4-player combat zombie game that channels the same style and energy of the original, except melee combat is what you're doing with a wide variety of undead beasties to take down. I got to play the beta, and I actually was thoroughly enjoying it, and I'm very excited for this game. It comes out October 12th. There's even a roguelike card system to explore. There's a lot to this game, and it's a huge get for Microsoft and Game Pass.
Yep.
And will probably be that game that I continue to go back and play and then switch to the next game that will be coming out that we'll talk about. And then it's going to be going between the three games. I think there's going to be a lot of playing of this game by everybody, and will be the huge zeitgeist conversation.
I think so too, and I think you're right. It'll be part of that zeitgeist, and it'll be one of those titles that you can keep coming back to. I played the beta as well, and I really enjoyed it, and I liked how quick it was for me to just jump in, get my rifle, and jump down the hallways. I like that. It's one of those games that I feel like it hits the right mood. To me, that is a Saturday night, and I'm just tired, and I want to just run around, kill some zombies, play online with it, and get in and get out. And I do like that. And I like just the aspect of just having like tons of hordes of zombies coming at me versus trying to get into like real competitive multiplayer matches and games. So I agree with you. I think this is one of those games that's going to be heavy in my rotation, and I like to see if they can build off of it. If it's actually kind of critically successful across Game Pass, I think it can be one of those great Game Pass tentpole titles that maybe it comes out and it ranges around, a 7 out of 10, and people are like, yeah, it's good. But if it can do better than like an Outriders and last longer in the conversation, then I would be hopeful to see a sequel from it. The next one we have on the list is actually going to be one that we talk about pretty often here on the show, is Forza Horizon 5. It's squealing into the pole position for headlining for Xbox Series games for 2021. We're heading out to Mexico for this one, and it's probably going to be one of the bigger games that we're going to play for this holiday season. You discover through the deserts, the jungles, the cities, hidden ruins, beaches, canyons, volcanoes, and more. There's a campaign to follow along with various challenges as well. The game's coming out November 9th. We talked about Halo on the show, Forza. And for folks that are like, there's no demo, I haven't played Forza Horizon 4. I'm curious about 5. I mean, it's free on Game Pass. Why not? It's a gorgeous, gorgeous game. I thoroughly enjoy it every single year. For me, it always comes out at the right time, and it's yeah, it's just one of those games that's in my library for a very long time. This year, I think it is one of the titles that I'm probably going to invest more in, by getting the season pass and a bunch of the expansions. But it's just, I'm happy about this game because it's one of those titles that I know is going to do exactly and give me exactly what I'm looking for from a racing game. I'm never disappointed with it. It's going to be beautiful. I love the water effects in it. The weather dynamics is really, really cool. And they keep moving towards that piece with it, which just kind of enhances the game overall.
Yeah, I'm the same with you. As someone that was last gen on the PlayStation ecosystem, and this gen on both, but heavily into the Xbox, playing Forza Horizon 4 opened my mind to, hey, I do like racing games again. I remember playing Gran Turismo back in the day on the original PlayStation. Playing games, race car games used to be huge on the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo,
Yep.
but for some reason I just lost interest. And then I played Forza Horizon 4, and the crafted world and the things like the stunts to me are so fun to do, those Hollywood stunts.
Yeah.
And I love that in the new Forza Horizon 5, we're going to be allowed to choose. It's almost like a choose your own adventure. If you want to go do races, go do races. You want to do this, do this. There's a lot about this game that says you're going to captivate me and you're going to have me coming back for more. And I also do like the fact that the NPCs that are around, the cars driving around, say your friend's name on it. And sure as poop, I'll be driving around. If I see your name coming around, I'm going to try and beat you for no apparent reason, even though it's not you. It just so much about this game that has replayability all the time for me.
100%. Or get into the next one because there's a ton of news going on right now, as we've come out of the demo events and everything that's been posting online. So talk to us about the next one.
So the next one is this small indie title again. It's something about Game Pass for this holiday 2021 season that it's just indie title after indie title. So it's this thing called Halo. It's called Halo Infinite. Never heard of it. It's huge game though. It's the most expansive Master Chief campaign yet, and a groundbreaking free-to-play multiplayer experience. Halo's celebrated multiplayer returns reimagined with free-to-play. Seasonal updates involving experiences over time with unique events, new models and maps, and community-focused content. Halo returns to its roots from the fair starts, on-map equipment, and 4-player squads to offer ultimate arena shooter experience. Create endless combat possibilities by mixing and matching a rich variety of weapons, vehicles, and equipments to experience big team mayhem and fun that embraces the full spectrum of the Halo sandbox. I don't think enough can be said about how big this game is going to be for Game Pass and Xbox. I think this is the game everybody's waited for. The fact that the multiplayer is free to play, it doesn't matter whether you have Game Pass, that you can jump into this is going to be huge for this game. You're going to have everybody. You're going to have the people that play Call of Duty. You're going to have the people that play Fortnite, and they're going to be like, hey, I'm going to go in and play the Halo multiplayer, and they're going to get hooked. We haven't seen much of the story, but I'm extremely excited to play it. I've been going through the old Halo games currently right now, and I am so pumped to play some Halo Infinite.
Same for me. The campaign is the piece that I do enjoy a lot. I mean, I love the multiplayer and how it's shaping up, how it looks.
This game drops December 8th, by the way.
There you go. But I am really curious to see what they will do with the campaign and what that's actually going to look like. It's something that they haven't, 343 has not been talking to us about. But I'm still going to be fine with it, even if it is kind of embedded within the multiplayer experience, with like the maps being basically showcased, but going for a linear single player traditional Halo experience with a average to good story. It might be great, but the multiplayer is where it's at. The big team battles that they showed off the other day, I love. I love even just I miss the gameplay, like the shooting mechanics of Halo. I know that sprinting is an issue for us because I'm used to it with Battlefield and Call of Duty and everything. But I like the guns and I like how they sound. I like how the pistol feels, and when you're firing it, that it actually feels like and sounds like it's got some weight to it. Same with your rifles and your sniper rifles. So I'm really eager to get back in there and being able to play this small title, like you said, something about a Halo
Indie title.
Excuse me. We got to be respectful to the developers of said indie title. So, snowboarding game built by snowboarders that we have, and it's coming out
It's
December
called
21st,
Shredders.
and it's called Shredders. like Shreddies or Shredder's Revenge. That's the Ninja Turtle game that I'm excited for. But Shredders, you'll be exploring the mountain range on your board, riding with your friends to discover what the locale has to offer. It looks to be quite like the simulation title for those looking for snowboarding game fix. Court, I haven't looked into this game too much, but I'm all in on a good snowboarding game. Go ahead.
I'm right there with you. It says available December 2021, so it doesn't have an actual release date currently, but they say they are going to hit the window. This looks like a game where if you like this sort of thing and someone that has jumped into other snowboarding games and remembers, games from the Nintendo 64 days, 1080 snowboarding,
Yep.
I am excited because probably wouldn't have been a game I bought, but now that it's on Game Pass, it's a game I'm going to try, and it's a game I'm going to give my time to. And if I do fall in love with it, it's going to be probably a game that I play a lot because I haven't really played a snowboarding game in a long time. So it's a niche that needs to be scratched.
I played Steep on Xbox on Game Pass, or Steep 2. That was fine. I enjoyed it, but it didn't do enough for me to stay in there. Hence, like, when you're like, hey, I see you just jump into games and jump out. I'm like, yeah, because it's not clicking for me. But
so
I hope this one does.
So another December 2021, no date title, but says it's coming to Game Pass, is from the makers of the SteamWorld franchise. The Gunk is a third-person action-adventure you'll be waiting for. Lead duo of outer space explorers that chance upon dangerous planets plagued by corruptive gunk. Explore, gather, craft, and survive. This looks like a game to me where I'm just going to go in. If it doesn't catch me, I'm probably not going to be staying here for it, but it looks beautiful. So I'm hoping it does catch me. It's trying to do something different than I've played before. So I'm hoping that these different aspects with the Gunk will make me stick around, because it's going to be tough for these games. Shredders and the Gunk are going to have a hard time because of a game, that little indie darling called Halo.
I agree. And then even games like Back for Blood, where it's coming out before, but it's right around even other titles, bigger titles like Far Cry are coming out. A game like Back for Blood, I worry that it only gets, the 2-week love, and then people bounce because there's just so much to play. But hopefully they do come back. And then, yeah, the smaller titles, like when it's going to be Sable, I am excited for. That thing looks very, very beautiful. I think the Gunk and snowboarding for Shredders is going to be something we could probably just pop into and try. But I hope they get a little bit more of the love. When you need something, like we need to step away from playing Halo all day, every day.
Yeah. So there you have it. It's a huge list. When you think about what's coming to Game Pass, some of these, as they say in the gaming world, are bangers. And it's going to be a huge couple months here in the holiday season for Xbox and the team.
Let us know in the comments below, what are you excited for when it comes to Xbox Game Pass games for this holiday season. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in the next episode.